rise up and set their elders to the gap.
What's up, everybody? This is Trent with Sally'sPitReport.com at the Vans Warped Tour 2016 in Charlotte. Today we are here with Garrett of Silent Planet. How you doing, man?
Doing great. How are you?
Awesome. It's great to see you again. We've been stoked to see you guys today and everything, so I'm happy to be here with you.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So this is your first Warped Tour as a band, correct?
It is.
How's that going?
It's been great. Yeah, super cool. Really, I mean, definitely the most organized thing we've ever been a part of.
Okay.
Obviously, everything that goes into making this happen is pretty incredible. And yeah, the people running it and a lot of the bands on it is just a pretty cool culture.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So was this your first Warped Tour as in general, or did you grow up going to them and everything?
I've been to a couple Warped Tours, but I didn't. I don't know. I just kind of go to see the bands I want to see and leave. You know, I wasn't really a huge part of Warped Tour growing up. So this is, yeah, it's all fairly new to me and very new to some of my bandmates. Which is cool.
Awesome. So let's get into this record that just came out not too long ago, man. It is a banger, and a lot of people love it. I see a lot of people changing their profile pictures on Facebook to the album and everything. So go ahead and just talk about that for a little bit. Like, what went into this album and everything, and what kind of, I guess, message did you want to put into it? Because there's a lot of heavy stuff, like, no pun intended with the music, but lyrically, there's a lot of heavy stuff in there and stuff that you seemed like you wanted to say and everything. Yeah,
I think there is. You know, it's funny because when you write lyrics and the record and stuff, it's like this isolated part of your life, and it's like, you know, this is like what I was thinking and working through at the time. And it's funny though, because for a lot of people that's like you, and that's like all that they'll ever know of you. And it's this interesting thing where, like, you know, I feel like we're fairly normal dudes and we like to joke around and stuff. But yeah, the album definitely expresses things that I believe and things that I'm frustrated with. But I don't know, it just occurred to me, and I'm sorry this is a tangent, but it occurred to me today, like, man, people could really hear this record and just think that I'm such an angry person. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's but definitely 100% back and stand behind everything that we talk about on the record.
That's funny. He's like, you're the nicest dude ever. We've talked to you, hung out with you a few times, and like but on this record, you just sound angry and everything, which is kind of like a duality kind of thing you got going on.
Yeah, I guess it is. I can't think of a day that we've played a show ever when someone hasn't either said when I got on stage and then came off, or just when they saw me off stage, been like, "Are you the same person?"
All right, so
it's always funny.
One thing I wanted to touch about the record is the whole color wheel thing. Each color has an emotion. So what made you want to research that? Get into the whole color wheel thing?
Yeah, great question. Really good question. I was looking for like a visual that best described what we were talking about, because obviously mental illness it's a construct. You know what I mean? There's not any physical representation. Like maybe you could show someone who's sad or something, but it's hard to actually show mental illness. And so I was thinking about how all these different disorders are connected, and trying to, like, you know, pull this idea of this like circular room. And then I thought of like the color wheel as such an interesting way to describe it, and as well as sort of like how I see mental illness, like the representation, like I associate colors with these archetypes, and sort of just seeing how something so modern as mental illness could be associated with something so primal as color.
Okay, that's awesome. We'll got a couple fun ones for you, and then we'll let you get out of here and everything. If you could hang out with, date, or marry Taylor Swift, and she wrote a song about you, what would that be called, and what would that be about?
Well, so she writes songs about people after she breaks up with them, right? Is that the idea?
Well, for example, mine would be called "He Stayed" because I wouldn't leave her once I got her.
He said mine would probably be like "He Smelled" or something, because she would leave me for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I probably like a lot of band guys. I have somewhere deep in my heart this sad, dreadful feeling that, like, you know, if I ever found someone that I really want, you know, like found the right person, that they would want me back. So I imagine she'd probably leave me for someone with who smelled a little better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, who's the smelliest in your band, by the way?
Alex. But I smell bad too.
Okay.
Me and
you guys
Alex
are in a
both smell
van this
bad.
year, right? On the tour, you guys are rocking in a van, right? No
Yeah,
buzz?
yeah. We're in a van.
Do y'all
which-
have AC at least?
No.
Oh man.
Well, I mean a little bit of AC. Like the driver's okay.
Okay,
So the driver's the only one who's okay.
that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm currently, if anyone thinks I'm on drugs, it's because I'm very tired. Like I'm 10 out of 10 tired. Like if I could, we're in like a little room, in a little like trailer room, I would like push this couch we're sitting on up against the door behind the camera and just lock myself in and sleep. Despite people pounding and saying, we need to get in, I would just sleep and it would be so sick. Yeah, I'm very tired. And not to complain, but
Yeah.
basically, I did like a podcast with Shane from Silverstein.
Oh, okay.
Lead singer syndrome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I listened to that actually.
Such a nice guy.
I listened to that.
So you probably heard him. He was like, dude, you're going to love Warped Tour. I was like, oh, thanks, man. He's like, yeah, what you doing? And I'm like, a van. He's like, oh, you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums up. If you do it in a thing that doesn't have 24/7 air conditioning, like, you're getting punished pretty hard.
Yeah.
So we're getting punished. Lord willing, we'll have some money at the end of this tour to help, Thomas with his wedding.
Yeah.
To help us with our bills and stuff that we wouldn't have had if we would have, been spending
Yeah.
a bunch of money on a bandwagon or a bus. But yeah, it's a hot experience, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus, give me strength, man. I don't know what to say. It's fun. It's brutal though.
All right, man. Well, it was great talking to you, man.
Dude, thank you.
Always
Thank
an
you
honor.
so
Always
much.
a privilege.
Dude,
always great seeing you guys.
Thanks for having me. Sorry for any tired
Oh
tangents.
no, you're
I
good,
went on.
man. We'll let you go rest up a little bit. All right, this is Garrett from Silent Planet, and this is Trent with Southeast Pit Report.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Thanks, man.
Respected perspectives, we shall be directives. I'm the killing for our dogma.